If this is your toe line, right? When you swing down, you want to get this club feeling like it's outside of that. Like it's kind of coming in from high and outside. This is where the club should be, both on the way back during my takeaway and when I come down. Meaning it shouldn't really be inside of that.
Yeah.
So if I made a normal neutral swing, that club should never even come close to that. So you're gonna feel like it's more in front of you coming down and then more left on the way through.
Oh my gosh, what is, I'm so scared of this stick.
How was that?
I mean, the contact is definitely better. You can just feel it for sure.
Yeah, that's the best one you've done so far.
Yeah, let me do it again.
That was solid contact and like almost dead straight. So this is now 3/4 swing, same feels where it's a little out to in and then to the left. Yes, come on, beauty.
Okay.
As you keep the club on plane and go golf, I promise you that big sweeping hook is not gonna be in there. What's up guys? So we have Sabrina back in town. Now she came in 2 days before she was going to play in an event, so didn't want to go nuts with her swing changes. She was hitting the ball kind of high and soft, not really compressing her irons, was getting some pushes and hooks. So I wanted to try and give her one simple thing without rehauling her swing or changing her grip or anything that would have been too weird to play with. So we identified one thing for her to work on to help compress her irons and hit the ball much straighter. Same thing will apply for you. Give it a watch. Let me know in the comments down below if you like these style of videos, what you want with these lesson style videos moving forward. Appreciate you watching. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up Max Homa, okay? So when Max goes down, watch how his club head like rides right down that plane line. And then once he gets to here, once the hands get like thigh high, they go left through the ball.
Yeah.
They go left. And then the shaft should exit underneath the shoulder. See how you go, it's too far inside, face a little too open, and then you swing to the right.
Yes, I see that.
To the right, and then it exits too high. See how high your arms exit? Right in there. And then see how for him, the arms and shaft exit left of the shoulder.
No, I definitely see that.
So there's two key indicators here. One is the hands should be left of the shoulder when you swing through, instead of to the right. And then also the shaft should exit underneath the shoulder. Now, to change your swing plane, right, and when you're watching this, whatever your swing plane issue is, you have to feel the opposite to find middle.
Okay.
So for Sabrina, she comes too far inside out and hits pushes and hooks. That's going to be those of you that are like shooting in the 70s, you know, breaking 80, maybe in the 80s. If you're higher handicap, you shoot 90s, 100s, you're probably out to in too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they probably swing out to in, like the slicer. I've seen some videos of your dad playing. Does he hit a slice when he goes? Yeah. He's probably out to in, right?
No, okay.
So he needs to feel more in to out. You got to feel the opposite of the issue. So you take your setup for me. Nothing else changes. You keep your setup square. Keep your hands on the club once you feel set. So through impact, I want you to feel like once you're about here in the swing, this is like the last point that the hands go to the right. So from here through, they actually should go left, 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 to where you feel like they're up over here. Almost like you're trying to get your hands left of like your hip or the club left of your heel line.
Okay.
Which to you should feel like quite a bit left compared to normal.
So I'm here and then just everything left.
Turn the corner.
And just almost feel low too, right?
Low and left, yes.
Ooh, I like this.
Low and left, like you're trying to hit a pull cut. Yeah, good. Now.
Hit a draw.
Yeah, hit a draw, right?
That was a pull actually.
Lower ball flight. Ball started a little bit left and drew.
And the contact felt a lot better.
I was gonna say your contact's gonna get cleaner from here first. But that look at that turn in the corner. Beautiful. That's like what you'd look like on an LPGA player. I got to get this a little more on plane early here too. So if I needed you from here, Sabrina, to hit a shot, look up at the clock. If you can turn your neck.
My neck. No, my neck. So, okay.
If you needed to hit a ball that started left of that, which direction do you think you would swing this club into the golf ball?
This way.
Yeah, let me see it again. If you wanted to hit it the most left, you'd probably swing it. Look at me now. You'd probably swing it the most from out here into the ball. Would you agree?
Yes.
You certainly wouldn't swing it from here to hit it left. Again, this is for someone if you're hitting the pushing and hooking like Sabrina does. If this is your toe line, right? When you swing down, you want to get this club feeling like it's outside of that. Like it's kind of coming in from high and outside. Normal Sabrina, low and inside.
Yeah.
Scoopy, high, push, draw.
No.
This is what you want to feel.
Yes.
High and outside. When you feel this, Sabrina, it'll come in like right here.
Okay.
But it'll feel like this, and then it'll feel like it's going around.
Okay. No, that's good. So from here, just
You got it. Over the top and then to the left on the way through.
Little swing again?
Yeah, a little half one. Yeah, close. Okay, now watch where you are here. See, that's less from inside, but still too far. Still too far from inside, but better. See, look at you turning the corner there. Now, I'm gonna pop this in just for 1 or 2.
Oh.
So, if you guys didn't see the lesson where we were keeping Sabrina swing more on plane back and through, and we put an object under the arm to shorten the swing length. This is an easy way to do the swing plane. Now I'm gonna put, in fact, I'll give you something different that maybe you don't have any scar tissue with.
Okay.
Here's a different way to do the same thing. So if we took our setup here, if I put the club down my toe line, let's say, about parallel to the ground, this is where the club should be, both on the way back during my takeaway and when I come down. Meaning it shouldn't really be inside of that.
Yeah.
So if I made a normal neutral swing, that club should never even come close to that. So we've got that object in here. Let's do 1 or 2 swings without a ball just to feel it. I've got that set up pretty low. Like shouldn't be too hard there.
I so feel I'm gonna hit that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a little harder when we go, but just for you to feel it. Yeah, exactly. Excellent. Let me do that one more time, Sabrina. Hold on 1 second. Let me show you what that looks like.
I'm so scared of it.
Good, I want you to be a little scared of it. Let's do that again.
So does this serve the same purpose as the water bottle?
Yes. So watch you swing. Watch how on plane that is.
It's so crazy how much the swing changes when you put a stick there.
Watch when you come down. You're not even like close to swinging over the top.
And you get more space, right?
Totally. It's also going to help you get the handle more forward at impact. You're going to hit a little lower, more solid, less big hook.
Okay, we need to get this down in 2 days.
Oh yeah, 2 balls. 2 balls maybe.
2
3
days.
shots. Let's go. So Sabrina, let's start with a half one.
Okay.
Half swing, same feels. So you're going to feel like it's more in front of you coming down and then more left on the way through.
Oh my gosh, what is, I'm so scared of this stick.
How was that?
I mean, the contact is definitely better. You can just feel it for sure.
Yeah, that's the best one you've done so far.
Yeah. Okay, let me do it again.
That was solid contact and like almost dead straight. I want to thank our partners at Lab Golf. The Lab Golf putters have totally transformed my putting. I've always had a hard time getting the ball to start online. It just didn't feel super solid. And since I worked with Sam and I got the Lab putters, my putting is so much better. The putters feel so good. The ball rolls online. All you really got to do is get the putter moving, does the rest of the work for you. If you're looking for a new putter, I can't recommend them highly enough. We'll put a link in the description down below. Part of this is when you practice, the more you do this, the more it'll become your normal.
Yeah.
So it'll just happen automatically. But also, if you go out and play, because I know how you are, and if you have like a bad hole or 2 in the beginning, where it doesn't need to be a whole day, you can fix it quick then.
Yes.
Okay, hey, if I'm hitting a push hook or it's going too high, the contact's off, okay, I need to feel like the club's more in front of me. Imagine I have that stick there, right, and swing more left on the way through.
Really quick though, I feel sometimes with the drill stuff, I just get so frustrated setting it up that I don't even do it. So I just put this.
I can't say I'm that surprised by that one, Sabrina. Okay, go
ahead.
ahead.
I try to set it up and it's just not correct. I'm like, you know what, I'm done.
Yeah.
So is it just in line with this?
Yeah, so here's a simple way to do it. If I put this, let's say you put a club. Now, this is what we'll call the ball target line. So if you were to come back here, it's like, that's right in line with the ball on the target.
Okay, gotcha,
right?
Perfect.
Now you take the alignment rod, and then I would say you could put this alignment rod, let's say 2 club heads inside that.
Okay, that's a good.
So 1, about 2. Right?
Okay,
let's put about 2 club heads inside. And then you could angle this stick about the same angle as the club you're using.
Okay, that's really easy.
So ball target line, 2 club heads. And when you set up, go ahead and take your setup there. When you set up, like you put it far enough back that like you would never hit it with your hands, right? You can put it like almost all the way down the shaft or 3/4 of the way down the shaft, meaning like you wouldn't put it here.
Yeah, okay.
Same feels, clubs in front of you, left on the way through, pull cut. Excellent job. See how that takes the hook off?
Yeah.
Now your contact wasn't quite as clean on that one because we still cast it a little bit.
Yeah.
But the direction wise, the more you keep the club on plane like this, the more you'll fix the pushing and the hooking. And again, if you're someone who's too over the top, you got to do the opposite of this. You swing out to in already, you've got to swing more into out. Yes, Sabrina.
Okay, definitely just, I feel the difference for sure.
Let's go a little bit of a longer swing with that before we do anything else. So this is now 3/4 swing, same feels where it's a little out to in and then to the left. Yes, come on. Beauty.
Okay.
As you keep the club on plane and go golf, I promise you that big sweeping hook is not going to be in there.
Do some people have the exact opposite sticks?
Totally.
Wow.
So like for the slicer, if you're someone who's over the top watching, you've got to take this and do the opposite and move it outside and swing underneath it.
Yeah.
Like that's what most golfers do. You've got a good problem, which is too far from in and out. If we were to do the follow through version, just to show you, I would put this here and then arc it under you. So you had to swing underneath it.
See, I feel that stick is less intimidating up there than back here.
Yeah, the problem is if you still come too far from inside to it, it's not going to totally fix the problem. But from here, keep your hands on the club. When you come through now, and this is more in front of you, this has to feel like it works around.
Yeah.
More left. So let's try one from there just so we have it. It's still going to feel
I'm
like
going to still pretend the stick's behind me as well.
Yep. Awesome. So ironically for you, the more you swing the club to the left, the less you're going to hit it left, like hook it left.
That doesn't make sense, but it makes sense.
It's like a game of opposites. The more you swing the club to the right, you're going to shut the face down and the ball's going to loop left this way.
Yeah.
Feel the same thing, a little over the top and a little left. Awesome. Like that should have felt pretty crispy.
That felt a lot better. The contact feels way better.
Yeah.
Immediately I see it's lower.
Exactly. So whenever you swing too far inside with this casting motion, the more from in and out you swing, the higher it's going to go.
Yeah, that's so true. I really like the penetrating ball flight with the irons for sure.
So if you're someone watching and you have too high, scoopy, the push hook miss like this would be the plane station you want to have. Same angle as the club, 2 club heads inside the ball line. Feeling more out to in and then to the left. Beautiful, Sabrina. Beautiful.
So much better.
It doesn't get much better than that. All right, guys, if you like this and wanted to see the first lesson I did with Sabrina last year, we'll put that card on the screen here. Go check that out.